Welcome to another video from RSG Reptiles. Today we'll be giving you all the information you will need if you want to get a bearded dragon as a pet.
So we've been promising one of our subscribers, Jetta, we would do this video for a long time as Lizzie here is her favourite. So this is dedicated to her. Lizzie is our fully grown adult beardie and was rehomed about a year ago. So we're unsure of exactly how old she is, but we think she's about 7 years old. She was very overweight when she arrived, but she had to go on a diet and looks absolutely stunning now. Although she still does love her food and will try and eat anything and everything, including our fingers.
You must make sure you do your research first, as bearded dragons can have a lifespan of 10 to 15 years in captivity, so you need to make sure you can commit to looking after them long term.
When looking for an enclosure, we recommend a minimum of a 422 vivarium, although we always say the bigger the better. Beardies live mainly on the floor, but do sometimes like to climb short distances onto branches and rocks. You'll need to make sure that your viv is secure to prevent any escapes and free from harm, as you don't want your beardie to get hurt on anything. To help reduce the risk of respiratory infections, you will need to make sure that the viv has good ventilation and kept at the right temperature.
Beardies use their own environment to warm themselves up and cool down. The way to do this is to create a heat source at one end of your viv. We recommend a ceramic heater and a thermostat along with a mesh cage covering a bulb. Here we use the Arcadia brands for our bulbs and microclimate for the thermostats. Beardies like the temperature to be hot, so we recommend this is set between 38 to 42 degrees. At the other end of the viv, you want this to be cooler for them. Make sure this is around 22 to 26 degrees. Around the middle of the viv, we recommend you get a UVB tube, which should be around 12 to 14% in strength. UVB is really important for beardies as this allows them to make essential vitamin D. This then allows them to store and use calcium. The humidity should be low at around 30 to 40%. This is essential to prevent skin or breathing problems. If it is a nice, hot, sunny day, you can take them outside to enjoy some natural UV and enrichment. Remember, you do this to keep them safe and secure, because if they're anything like Lizzie, they will try and run around and wouldn't want them escaping and becoming lost.
Make sure you have your hides at both ends of your viv and lots of enrichment for them. A lot of beardies tend not to drink that much water as they get a lot of their hydration from their diet, but you should still provide them with clean fresh water in a large dish and make sure you keep this at the cool end. Beardies eat both live food, vegetables and plants. Safe greens can include things like rocket, watercress, celery, carrots and pumpkin, among others. They are also able to eat plants like dandelions and clover. There are lots of things they can eat, so do your research, as your beardie might be a bit picky and like variety. We recommend avoiding spinach, as this can prevent them from absorbing calcium. Kale and cabbage can also affect hormone production, so avoid too much of this too. The different live foods they can eat can include locusts, mealworms and crickets, along with other things. All live foods should be kept in containers and also given vegetables. We recommend lightly dusting your live food with a mineral and vitamin supplement. We use this. Young beardies should be fed twice a day as they grow. We recommend a ratio of 65% live food to 35% of greens. But as they become fully grown, we then suggest feeding them once a day and 40% live to 60% greens. So this is Charlie. Say hello to Charlie. So here is our other bearded dragon. He's just over 2 years old. We believe he's a boy, although when they are babies, it is quite hard to tell whether they're male or female. So at the moment, we're going for Charlie because this can be both a boy's and a girl's name.
Substrate is the name of the floor covering. It is important to provide them something that they can grip onto and also allows them to use as their natural behaviours, such as digging. A sand or sand and soil mixture can be used. We use desert sand for our beardies, which is reptile safe. Normal builder's sand shouldn't be used as this can have sharp edges. Other substrate can include hemp bedding, but experiment with what works best for your reptile. Make sure you do your research if you want to use something else. This is because the wrong type of substrate can potentially cause digestive tract problems and your beardie ingests it. This blockage is referred to as impaction and will require a trip to your vet. Bearded dragons are territorial and like to be the top dog. Housing them in groups can cause problems and they have been known to fight each other, so we recommend housing them alone. One thing that people always seem to know about beardies is their chin. They are known for their spiky folds underneath, which will puff out and turn black in colour. This happens because they can feel excited, stressed, or threatened, but don't worry as it's completely normal.
You ready, Charlie? So there is no rule as to how often they shed their skin. You'll notice that the younger the beardie is, the more often they'll shed. They'll go dull in colour and their skin can become quite dry. Do not try and pull off the old skin though if it seems stuck. Instead, give them a bath in shallow water to try and soften their skin. There should be no reason why this won't work and the skin should fall off nicely.
Get ready, Charlie.
Yes, George.
Getting your beardie used to handling can take some time until they learn to trust you. Younger beardies can be quite scatty until they get older. Keep persevering though, as your hard work will pay off and you will be able to cuddle up to them in no time.
You know your reptile better than anyone else and will notice if something doesn't look or sound quite right. So a condition that they could develop if they're not housed in the right environment is something called MBD. This stands for metabolic bone disease. The most common cause of this is a lack of vitamin D, and this can create muscle weakness and softening of the bones. If you ever have any questions or concern, you can send us a message. Visit your local reptile shop or speak to a specialist reptile vet.
Bearded dragons can make amazing pets. There are a lot of reptiles that need rehoming if you can offer this. Take a look at the RSPCA website or visit the National Centre for Reptile Welfare on Facebook and contact them to see if you can provide a forever home to a beardie or any other reptile.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe to our channel and share amongst all of your friends and family. We will be posting more videos on various other types of reptiles, so do stay tuned. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.